What is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well tonight. We've got an exciting and fun filled event tonight. We're playing a game called Loop Hero, as you can see right above me. I'm really into this game. I have been playing it in between Valheim. I've usually been like kind of starting my days and ending my days with it if I find it's really good for bookending. It's very addictive. Very, very, very addictive. And so I'm not incredibly far in the game quite yet. Chase Kinnicky, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. How's everything sounding on your end? Audio levels good where they need to be? We're gonna do our best to introduce you to the loop. But yeah, so this is a Loop Hero. It just came out on yes, it is not Valheim. This came out, I believe, on March 4th, so it's been out for about 5 days now. It is currently on PC only. Right now, last I checked, it is on sale. You can get this game for, I think, just over $12, which is a pretty great steal. I think it's on Epic as well. I picked it up on Steam. The premise of this game is pretty simple. It combines a few different things in a really neat package. As we get into the game, I'll show that. So there's some, first and foremost, some deck building. There's also going to be some tower defense mechanisms, or maybe some reverse tower defense. It's almost like a idle game in a way. So you don't really play it as much as you are just interacting with it in a way. Like there is some combat that you don't really have control over. You are, collecting loot in the game. It's a loot-driven game, which is really neat. But we'll hop into it, and I'll show you a little bit of like where I'm at. I'm not very far in it at all, so if you're new to the game, this is a great place to start off. We're not going to be doing like any crazy advanced gameplay on this. Like, I'm learning the game tonight alongside all of you, so there'll be some fun things to get into with it. If you have questions, feel free to throw them in chat. I'll see if I can answer the best I can. I'm decent at this. I've not completed like a full-on like day and night cycle with it, so I know you can advance the world a few different times, and hopefully we can do that tonight. Maybe we'll get into a boss fight. That's the thing that we can do also. So tonight is going to be pretty tutorial heavy. I'm going to try and teach you a little bit about the game, at least what I know, so we can learn together, and we'll go from there. So overall, like, there is a bigger thing kind of at stake here. This is the main kind of hub. This is your camp, and this is a post-apocalyptic setting. You didn't realize there's other people. After your first tutorial of the game, you are introduced to someone, and they're like, "Hey, there's people. Like, we need to figure this out. We need to build a camp up. We're here. We're here to help you. We're not going to go on the loop with you, but we're going to definitely be here to help you out with it." So when you're on the loop, you are going to collect resources as well as loot that you'll need for that particular match. As you're doing these loops, the gear that you can get is going to increase with each loop that you complete. And so as you get those resources, that gives you the opportunity to come over here and build up your camp. And so there's quite a bit here. I mean, it's a very, very robust layout for what we're going to be doing. And each one of these areas is going to give you resources. So there's some tips over there on the right. So far, I've unlocked the field kitchen and the herbalist huts here. So when we look at what this kitchen gets us, it's a very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there is good food here. So at 10% to the campfire's healing power. So when I get the loot pulled up, you're going to see that there's one consistent part on it, and then we're going to be adding everything to the map. We're actually building a map when we do this. So the campfire is where you stop. You can pass through it. I have it set up in the settings that each time I go through a loop, I will pause at the camp and let me kind of get my bearings about it. You can also have it stop after every battle. I might do that tonight so we can explain a few things, but there's other ways to stop it. So whenever we go to the campsite on each loop, we're going to get healed up, and this kitchen is going to help with that. It's a 10% increase here. Now, there are ways that you can upgrade other elements down the way. When we look here for the herbalist, we're going to see that I get potions now that I can use to heal my character. You don't have control over that. The game is, again, kind of on rails with combat, so it will use potions as needed. You'll also be able to unlock the swamp card, which I don't have yet, but we'll get into more of the cards. I mean, there's a lot. It's kind of dense, so I'll do my best to slow it down when we talk through it. But these are the two that I've unlocked so far. We're pretty close on the smithy. We're also close on the refuge. Well, not too close there. We're pretty close on the farm as well. So that's what we're going for to play through it. There are 3 classes that you can get in the game. If you don't want to be spoiled, I will keep that more of a surprise if we get into it tonight. But we are playing with the starting class. I have not unlocked the other 2. We're more of just the warlock that we're going to be playing through tonight. So, over here you have statistics on basically how many runs you've done, what you've gathered, if you want to keep track of that. But then from here, you can go onto your expedition. Over here on the right, it'll let you know what chapter you're on. Sorry, we're playing as a warrior. And then there's also stats here that you can see with it. This particular deck allows us to select other things. So I want to add the swamp into our deck. I don't know if I can select any more. I guess we're up to 14. Maybe, oh, it won't let me. I gotta go back down to 12. Okay. So I definitely want to add the swamp into it. Doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. I'm not going to select that one just yet. And got those. I don't think I'm going to do the Blood Grove right now. And that should get us where we need to be. Okay. So again, you can play around with this for however you want your deck build to be. Outside of adding the swamp in, this is a pretty standard deck, and we'll unlock more as we get more of the base building things unlocked here. So we've got our deck lined up, added those into it. The reason I'm adding the swamp, I'll just throw this out there right now, all healing effects are lethal here, except for the potions. There's a really cool strategy. So you're adding more enemies to the board, and the better enemies you add into it are going to get you higher gear. These 2 cards, the Spider Cocoon and the Vampire Mansion, are going to get us some really great enemies that are seemingly a little bit more challenging to beat, but will get us a better loot on it. And there's a really cool strategy I saw that I'm going to try, where you place swamp cards near the Vampire Mansion, because vampires can heal themselves, but when they do that, it has an adverse effect on them where it will actually deplete their health. So there's a really cool build. We're using those 2 there with it. And we're going to test that out tonight and see what that looks like. So we got our deck built. And we're going to find our way to the Lich King here and see what we can get into. So each loop is generated differently. You can pause the loop anytime you want to. I think right now mine is set... Yeah, it's basically stopping after each battle. You can turn that off. These are turned off by default. I have it on right now, so that gives me a chance to look at the cards I get without things moving pretty quickly, because you can go directly into another situation after this. What's up, Giggy-san? How you doing? Thanks for bringing the raid in with you. How was your stream tonight? So, we're going to start this loop. A few things to note that you can see up here on the screen. So this bar is our day progress, and at the start of each new day, you're going to see the enemies respawn on the loop here. And then this particular one is the map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of the chapter will appear on the campfire tile. So this is our campfire. This is where we started, and we're going to be moving all the way through this and landing on here. When I start to get cards, you're going to notice that in this area, there's a ton of places that are a grid that I can place those and do some really cool shit with. So we're going to do our best and see what we can get lined up with it. And let's just get into that loop. So I'm not doing anything to control this battle. It's all automated based off of the gear that I have equipped. So it paused. That's why I have it so I can talk through these first ones. I might turn it back on, do automatically in a second. But the first piece of loot that we got was this ring. It's got a regen per sec, not a very high one. It's a level 1. There are color codes with the loot in this game. They don't really do anything besides tell you how many different effects that particular thing will have. So you can have up to 4 different effects on one item, I believe. So I'm just going to drag this up here, and now I've got that equipped. Gives me a little bit more of my stats down here on what my current build is. So again, this is going to go on its own. We've got these menus to keep an eye on. I have it set to go a bit faster here. We're in the planning phase, by the way. The other one is the adventure phase. So in the planning phase, I can go through my loot and look at that. Here's our health here. And this is the gear that we have available. So these first mobs are very simple to get through. So this is great. We just got 3 cards from that. I've got that spider cocoon that I mentioned to you. I've got a grove, and I've got a rock. Over on the right, over here, it's going to show you what those items do. So the rock is great. Gives you 2 HP. 2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. There's some also bigger builds where you can put a group of these together and make a mountain peak. That even does more. So when I bring this up, I now have this entire grid where I can drag these and place them. I can put a few inside this, but I'm going to start over here in the corner because I am going to get my health refilled right there in the center, but I'm sorry, on the left-hand side. So coming into it, I think this corner here would be pretty good to try and get a bump because it's about halfway from it. So I'm going to drop that there, and then this grove is going to spawn a rat wolf every 2 days. That wolf can move to an adjacent tile. So I will put that rat wolf right up here because I'll get a resource going through it. And the spider cocoon, this is going to spawn a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. These spiders give out, in my opinion, some really great loot that comes with it. So I'm going to drop this off up here and try and grab that right before it. And we're back into the loop. So we just had a new day, if you didn't hear that. Some more things will spawn. And we got a shield that gives us just 4 defense. And we got a gladius sword that's going to give us a bit more damage there. So not terrible. We got 3 things there. These beacons are pretty cool. I'm going to hang on to that for a second and try and play it a bit more strategically. But it increases 40% movement speed within its range and 20% attack speed for all units. So this is a pretty large area. So if I place that here, there's a few areas of the map that I have covered with it. I'm going to hang on to this though. If I get one of those vampire mansions or something else, I can place this around it and be a bit more strategic about the buffs I'm going to get going into the map as I build it up. So I'm going to hang on to that one for now. Just gathered a resource from going through the grove there. Cool. Wow, we got a battlefield pretty early. Battlefield's awesome. So this generates a chest on every loop completion. The gear that you get, so this is a really good thing to know when we're going through it. As you place a loop, when you go through the loop, at the beginning of the next pass through, you're already going to be getting better drops on it. So by the time that you get to the next loop, you can put this battlefield right before your camp and get a chest there, but it's going to be depleted by the time you go through it again. So I like to place these battlefields pretty quick here at the front. So that'll go right here and we'll have that chest encounter right out of that when we get through it. We got the beacon still. I have a rock and a mountain. Those are going to play into one another when we go into this. So I've got these adjacent spots up here, and we can look at placing those in that corner. So we'll keep moving. We're going to get into some good stuff up here. We got the spider and some mobs that we'll be hopefully getting some good drops from. More rocks. And we got a road lantern. So the road lantern is pretty interesting. I'm going to hang on to that to use when I do the beacon as well. They stack. It decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. The effect of the lantern can stack. So over here, we're getting quite a bit of action already. So if I place this lantern, that's going to help get rid of some of that there. I'm going to wait to see how I start to build this up a bit more, and we'll go from there. Giggy, that's awesome to hear about your stream. I wish I could have checked that out earlier. We were playing some Destiny tonight. All right, we got a cemetery. The cemetery is going to spawn a skeleton every 3 days. Those are pretty tough enemies. I think I'm going to place this one over here. So we've got the grove and we got the cemetery going through it. That should be a sticky little area over there. Might be a good spot for the beacon. Just got some armor. Max HP up by 89. That's great. Again, I don't know a ton about this game, so I'm learning it as we go. If you're tuning in and you're a pro, throw me some tips in chat. I would greatly appreciate it. So I think there's something about stacking these battlefields next to each other that it turns into something bad. It could be something bad, it could be something good. I'm feeling a little... There we go. I don't know what that did, but we're going to go with it. So we've got 2 chests that'll spawn at each loop there. Right, got another beacon. We got some really nice stuff on that first pass through. So this is pausing right now. This is the camp. Down here in this corner, if I click on this, I can return to the camp. I can also hold this to turn it on so it would automatically complete a pass through. So there's a few things to note. If I die on a loop, I'm going to lose a portion of my loot and what I've gathered. If I leave early, so I can leave this loop anytime I want to, but if I leave outside of the camp, I'm definitely taking a hit on what I've gathered so far. So what I'm going to try my best to do is make it through as many loops as possible and leave when I'm here. That way I retain 100% of what I got. So don't be afraid to like dip out early if you're feeling like you got some really good drops on stuff and you're feeling confident about what you have and you're trying to build out some of those early bases. You're just making some good investments for those loops to come. So we're going to keep moving forward and see about getting one of these chests. This game's awesome, Giggy. It's just so fucking cool. I'm obsessed with this. So we just got a yellow drop on our armor, and as I mentioned earlier, those colors means that there's going to be 2 particular stats on this. So our attack speed's going up, and we get vampirism with this one. I'm going to drop that over here, and you lose what you had. Now, if I'm going through, and there'll be times where you're going to see this loot coming in pretty quick, you're going to start to see this fill up over here. If I'm not getting rid of anything, because there's not a way to drop it on your own, it'll just bounce out on as it moves forward. So if I wanted to, like anytime I drop something, I use it. And in the middle of battle, I can change my gear out, but I don't get to swap it. It's fucking gone after the end of that. So back to it. Let's get this other chest and see what we get. Great. So we got a nice shield. That's an improvement there for sure. And again, orange is a step up. It's going to give us 3. So we've got 2 here, 3 here, and then with this mace, we're going to have just a blue item with two icons, or 1 additional bonus on that. All right, so we'll drop that off here, and we'll keep moving. So this is one of those rat wolves. If I hover over during combat, I will get any information about what I'm fighting or what I'm doing. In this, it pauses the actual combat and lets me get an idea what's happening here. I do love dating game visual novels. That's what I thought this was when I downloaded it. I think there might be something here for me still, but we're going to try and see what happens. All right, so we got a mountain. Throw it up there. Yeah, these rat wolves give us pretty nice stuff. Oh, hell yeah. That was great. So we've got a few items to pick around from here. We've got those 2 more spider cocoons. We got a meadow, and we got a treasury. The treasury is pretty neat. It takes up quite a bit when we put it here. So the idea with the treasury is you want to deplete it. And if I put any other resources around it, it's going to take from it. And once I take all, I guess it would in this case be 8 tabs out from it, I'm going to get an even bigger loadout. So I typically put the meadows around it. So I'm going to drop this treasury here. And what that's going to do, it gives random resources after placing anything on or an adjacent tile to it. It can't be built adjacent to anything else. So if I bring this over for this meadow and drop that here, I just got those resources. This meadow has turned into a blooming meadow. So if I just would have put the meadow on its own, it would have stayed that way. But if you place a meadow next to an object, it turns into that blooming, which it bumps it up to a 3 HP at the start of each day. So I'm getting healed now a few different ways. Whenever we hit the campfire, we're going to replenish our health. Every new day I get 3 HP from this meadow. That will stack with other ones. And then when we have these over here, I'm gaining HP from this mountain range over here as well. So I've got a spider cocoon there. I'm going to place another one next to it that'll feed into this area. And I think I'll just put that here. That'll get me... No, I think I'm going to put that over here. So I'll get these chests, and this will give me some better gear here. We'll just kind of wrap up that way. might put a beacon or a tower over there to slow that down. It's getting a little spicy. Let's do that. Let's put that beacon, and that'll cover a few spots for us. I fucking love the music of this game so much. It's got such a great soundtrack to it. This is published by Devolver Digital. They, in my opinion, put out some pretty awesome things. So what I'm going to try and do here is I got 3 more tiles above this mountain range. If I can... Pantsu Dragoon, man, that's our fucking namesake over at the Casual Hour. We've got the boys from the Casual Hour in the chat here with me, Chase and Johnny. We might play Pantsu Dragoon later on. We'll see how this goes. All right, so we got our beacon up. Got a road lantern. I might throw that over here as well. And let's get into it. Got another mountain. I'll put that up here. Shit. Moved it over too soon. Don't need that. Don't need that. Great. So getting resources there. We're filling out that treasury pretty nicely. Those spiders always drop some great stuff. Alright, so we just had a new day, had those respawn. Now this is what the blood path is what was created. So when I mentioned I was going to do something stupid, I did. You're not going to be let down by that. Putting these 2 battlefields next to another have spawned this blood path, which is going to have some nasty ass shit on it. I've heard it's a good risk-reward situation. We'll find out here in a minute. But getting these chests at the beginning is a big boom for us. Awesome. So we got some nice shit there. This spear is definitely going up. And then we got a nice shield to go into it from there. We did get a cemetery. I will put that with this other cemetery. Extend that portion out there. And let's see how bad this was. Yeah, so this is a blood clot. It's undead, it's liquid, and it has a soul, just like Johnny. And deals out some pretty big damage per second. But I think we got some really good drops here at the beginning, so we should be fine to take it on. Didn't give me much. We'll keep going. Hell yeah. And we got that chest there too. Woo boy. Alright. So we got magic damage, damage to all, defense, and counter on that ring. So I'm going to throw that up here. This shield actually doesn't do as much. I think that regen and the defense is a better keep. And this armor is slightly less there and with not as much. So we're going to keep letting these bounce off as we go through it. And I did get a swamp. I haven't got one of the vampire mansions yet, so I'm going to hang on to this. It gives me a mosquito every 3 days. And again, all healing effects are lethal. So I'm going to wait till we get that vampire mansion and I'll play that with it. As I mentioned about the blooming meadow, so we've got the standard meadow here because it's next to them versus being right up to it. So that's 2 HP versus 3 HP. Just something to note. If you are messing with meadows, you want to put them by something else that's not a meadow to get a little bit of a bump there. Great. We're going to finish off this treasury pretty damn quick, I think. I was talking to Chase, actually, when we were playing Destiny earlier. So that just turned into a mountain peak, and we got a bunch of resources from it. You can click on your spoils bag here and see what you get. Stable wood. This is just all stuff we need to get our camp built up outside of the loops here. So we've got that taken care of there. So we've got a mountain peak. I can start putting rocks in other places. So we've got some nice things going to keep us here, for sure. Messing with meadows. Don't need that. Another spider cocoon. And I will take that for sure. Nice little increase on our armor. And I got spider cocoons here. We'll do that right after it. So we'll get some nice stuff there to start. I will skip on the shield for now. Johnny, you should absolutely buy this game. It's on sale right now, too. I think it's just like over $12. It's a really, really fucking awesome game to unwind. So this is the last piece we need. Watch all the shit we're about to get from doing this. Dropping that metal there. Boom. Look at all that. Hell yeah. And we got new mountains we can start with. I'm going to put those over here, and we'll try and do this little 3x3 grid right there. We are doing well. Got more rock there. Boom. And again, I have it pausing still after battle, so I can talk and like get my bearings about me. I'm still figuring it out. I might speed it up here in a little bit. So we did just max out how much loot we can have over here on the side. As you saw, it bounced out the oldest item. Put that directly up here in our bag. Chase. What was that Final Fantasy cartridge that you just sent me and Johnny a picture of? Something about, like, back on my bullshit or more bullshit I don't need. I'm just here to remind you of that. So, Johnny, listen to me, because Chase doesn't listen to himself. Give in to your feelings. It feels too good. Attack speed, I'm not worried about increasing that for the ring. I don't see a benefit, really, for counter at this time. I think all the gear that we have right now is good. So we're going to keep moving. All right, let's do it. I got another treasury. Chase is a collector. A lovable collector. Let's put this one down here. All right, so we got another treasury we're going to work on. Let's see what we can get. I really want to get one of those vampire mansions. He just thinks they're neat. All right. Moving on. We're just fucking smashing these spiders. This is cool. Got a lot going on there. A very lovable collector of things. Look at that. Holy shit, that was good. All right, so we got a new card. We got the Oblivion card. This one's really cool. This erases any established tiles and erases monsters from the road. So right now I've got these spiders down here. I could drop the Oblivion card and it's going to wipe that out and clear it out. So if you made a mistake, it's a great way to undo it. This particular item I have heard is very good to have if you do get to the boss battle. And we're about 50% of the way there. So we're going to keep moving the map forward, and I'm going to hang on to that Oblivion card. I do got some beacons I can put out. I got another piece of the cemetery. So now we've got a range of cemetery. I am going to add another beacon to the map down here. That feels pretty good. And I'll add another road lantern here because that stacks. Shit, we got another beacon also? All right. That seems like a good spot maybe, or if I want to cut into here, I'll hang on to it. Swamp, meadow. We'll start this piece here and get some more of those resources. All right. So that creature that you just saw come out over here, this is a harpy. When you get the mountain peak, it does spawn a harpy. I think it's every 2 days. So every 2 days, we're going to get another one of those harpies on the map, which we want some higher level enemies so we get that higher loot. That's the whole thing here. We're chasing loot. And we get these chests now, so we're giving ourselves that nice reward to kick this next loop off of. And we got 2 rings to choose from. We've got one that does magic damage, and we've got one that does evasion. Damage to all counter. I think that's a better pick here. We're going to go with that one. And I think everything else I feel pretty good letting slide off and go into our spoils here, which we're getting some decent shit up there. Onward. Another ring, equal there. Magic damage is the same. Yeah, basically the same shit. Moving forward. I'm hoping we get some nice tile cards here. Another meadow, that's great. Alright. So you'll notice that we've almost... I think when we started we were like at 250 some health for this. But we've gone up to almost 800 as our total HP. And I've got a lot pumping into that now. So we got some really good things on the board to keep this moving forward. Nothing that we need to keep there. All right. Wow, we just spawned a lot. That's great. These goblin leaders kind of suck. They're some of the tougher ones I've gone up against. It's living. It has a soul. It also has rage. It enrages after an ally dies. So when I kill this rat wolf, it's going to get a 30% damage increase. It also has a 20% increase to its attack. These things suck. We can pretty much handle it. We've got some good stuff going for us, but they're not great. Mountain range and another meadow. Great. So swamps and some beacons. We could have a pretty nasty situation on our hands if we get one of those vampire mansions, which I keep talking about. Definitely equip that one. Another road lantern. Put that over here because that stacks. One thing I want to note, just because there's a higher level or a different color, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better piece of gear. And I typically don't just disregard based off number here. There are some things that work better for the build that we're going for and you want to play into. There's a lot of shit here that we haven't even unlocked yet for this particular class. And all these slots will become available as we progress our base. You'll notice that I haven't used any potions either. I have no control over that, but we're playing like pretty damn strong right now. Things are getting a bit dicey with some of these other things spawning, but I think we got a good flow happening with what we have. We are past the 50% mark here for getting that boss to spawn. So let's see what we get. The skeleton's a little bit tougher. Damn, that's some nice armor. Cool. Skeletons are, I think, consistently some of the tougher items that hit harder. Pretty damn good. Equal there, but our counter goes up. We do lose the we lose our attack speed, but I think counter might serve us better. I don't have a whole lot. I got counter here. So currently I have almost, 20-some% counter, which is great. But I'll let it sit. We don't have to make that decision right just yet, but that's not a bad piece of armor we might equip. Got another Oblivion card, which is great. We need 2 of those, 2 or 3 of those, I think, for the boss battle. More swamp shit. We might have to put some swamps out. I could start to be a bit more strategic with that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll put, I'll put a couple swamps there, and that should get us that vampire location. So I can do 2 vampire houses here, and that would be great if that does happen. Okay. This is going to be fun. Ooh. There we go. You want to save the world, you want to ask for help, or our answer is no. How did you, but why no? We see far away, we see deep inside. For a long time, there has been just emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does it do to save the world to mean to you? Prodigy and my kin, for them to be strong and to live. It's a part of the cycle of life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving younglings. This is going splendid. And your loved ones. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, Harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. It's time to say goodbye. Well, it's been a lot of fun, folks. Let's see what happens here. That harpy wasn't shit. I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming a source of another. Same. There's no home for harpies except the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't imagine how they manage to survive in their mountains were cut from reality. Well, now I feel terrible. But I'm still standing, bitch. Ha ha ha! Sucker! Get back on your mountain. We'll add another grove in here, because I don't give a shit. Meadow over there. And we didn't get... Oh, that's an okay. Gives us a little bit better evasion. We'll keep going. Put them up here. All right. Johnny, what do you think if you're still hanging out? Something you're going to pick up? I mean, we got full health. We're doing really well, in my opinion, here. I don't see any need to run back yet. We've got quite a few resources, but I think we can make it through another loop for sure. Look at that. I'm going to put that up there, and then our counter goes down, but our attack goes up. Cool with it. I do think adding some lanterns over that way makes a whole lot of sense. We'll add that rock there. Oh, friend of the show Bombcast? Yeah, those are good dudes. That's down, that's down. Keep going. Oh, we got a gargoyle too. The gargoyle, I didn't mention this earlier, whenever you deplete a treasury, a gargoyle will spawn onto your map. So we've got the blood clot from adding 2 of the battlefields together, and we've got the gargoyle now from depleting the treasury, which is giving us more of that higher drop rate out here for what's going on. Plus we got the chest here. And these things are barely putting a dent on us. So we've got a pretty solid build here. That ring is a little bit better when it comes to our counter. We do get a regen, so I'm going to drop that one on there. I think we're good with everything else. Another harpy. Got some spiders. We should see a lot of resource cards drop from that one. Another battlefield, so that's a chest. And we'll finish off another mountain range. So this is going to get us even more health here. Oh, I thought that would fill that up. We do got battlefields down there. I think we can put another one here. So we'll grab another chest on that first loop. And let's put another mountain that way. Okay. Drop that meadow over. And we're almost one-hitting this thing. Like, that's pretty impressive. Like, almost one hit on these spiders. Level 6. Yep, we'll put that out there. Cool. There we go. Alright, so we got a vampire mansion. It adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. So I've added these swamps up here. I want to put this vampire here. The reason we're dropping that off is, again, the swamp is going to attack the vampire when it tries to regen. These things aren't terribly tough, but it's still a cool mechanic that I'd like to see in action. So we got a vampire here. Undead vampire. It has a soul, but it also has vampirism with it. Their damage is 29.75. It attacks every half second when we get into it. We also have a mosquito. We haven't seen one of these yet. They come from the swamp. It's living. It has a soul. It also does vampirism. So I've got 2 creatures here from the swamp that will not benefit from that. Now, we do have up here for us as well a 7% chance to take damage in the swamp based off of the ring that we have. And as well as our sword there. So we do have an opportunity to take some. And you can see that our health is going down a bit more in this area than it has in other places. So we got a decent drop. Defense is the same, counter goes up. This armor goes down, so I'm going to pass that up. And we're currently about half of our health as we look at this. Maybe I got a little cocky. This is, these swamps are a little rough. So we got another grove and a meadow. We've got our grove path here. We'll chop that off. And we'll keep moving. Yeah, this is scaling up quite a bit here. We'll finish that off, get some more resources in case something bad happens. I do want to add our beacon in and double that down. We've got another one that I will place over here. Got a mountain range and a rock there. Got an even bigger beacon. I can put that over like so. All right. Okay. Let's keep doing it. More grove. And I got another spider. Can put that right there. All right, we're rocking them pretty good. Pass on that. That was a hard hit. Shit. Place that. Keep moving. That'll work. I'm feeling pretty good about the probability of getting a boss to spawn on this run, which I haven't had happen yet. Got more of a mountain. Some more rocks. Another treasury, we'll put that there. God, I gotta get rid of these swamps. Got another battlefield. Cool. So that will spawn us a chest. Get that meadow out of the way. Put this mountain up here. We've got that battlefield there. Just don't have a ton of spots. I could do it right there. Might not be bad. Halfway through, grab another bump in our gear. I think that could be alright. I'm hoping that we get a decent heal when we get back to the base there. Swampy kids. I got too many swamp tiles, man. Need to get rid of those. So I feel like we should see that boss spawn on this run here. Alright. Health, damn near full back up. This is going to get a little dicey through here. We got a lot of shit to sort through. I could put a swamp over here. No, I don't really have a spot for it. Guess I can't. Well, I could put it over here on this last run. I just know we're close. Yeah, so close. Okay. God, I want to see this boss come. By the way, I'm going to turn that off, I think. I'll wait. I'll wait for the next run. Hopefully we get some nice drops in these two chests here. Oh, that blood clot. Fucking me up. Alright, we got another cemetery, a meadow. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. So we've got this incursion happening. These palaces over here on the left. God, this music is so good. These are all funneling health in. So every palace increases the Lich King's HP and damage by 5%. Luckily, we've got 3 Oblivion cards, so I can drop these and immediately just get rid of those. Get out of here. So that shit's done. When we loop around, so we've got to make it all the way through this fucking map now. And when we get to the end here, we're going to have a boss battle. And I'm not feeling very optimistic right now about our odds, but we're going to try really hard. Because these blood clots are just hitting a lot harder than they have on any other loop. We're currently on loop level 6 for anybody who's curious. You can find that out up here. It affects the enemies levels that we're up against. It also affects the level of equipment that we find. I don't see a need to... I do get attack speed on that. Our damage to all goes down. But we do want to be a bit faster. I'm going to put that on. God. This does scale up quite a bit. Vampire mansions too. Of course they show up now. That is a goblin camp. So that's going to continue to pop them out. I don't think it's going to be a big issue because we're not going to get around them when we get to this part here. Ooh, we got another Oblivion. I'm definitely going to use that. So I don't need to use anything here for it, but this is just going to get shitty up here. So we'll see how it goes. I got a chest here. I'll use that Oblivion card on one of these tiles if I need to. Which, I'm going to go ahead and take you out. So that clears that out, because it was looking a bit dicey with the mosquitoes for sure. And I'll put that meadow over there. It is. It's very much a nest style. Get this gargoyle out of the way. Grove. Gonna wait. Defense. I think that's a better deal. We're gonna grab that one and go with it. Mountains and a cemetery and a meadow. Let's see here. Where can we build those rocks off of? I'll sit on this stuff for now. We're hitting pretty damn hard. That's the good shit here. Hitting pretty hard. Drop that off. Rocks and rocks. And we'll complete that. So we've done 3 treasury, which is awesome. So if we can make it through this, I'm feeling like we're going to have an awesome situation with our base. But, God, there's so much shit on the board. So much shit. Damage to all, defense 8. No. And we got the vampires, which just fuck me up. God, this is going to suck. It's just not good. I don't think we're going to make it. Not with this attitude of mine, right? Definitely put that one out. Let me see where we're at here. Fuck, we got so much left. God damn it, that sucks. Okay. This is it right here. This is the one. Goblin leader and a vampire. Fuck this, it's over. Maybe? Maybe? Whew. We're still fighting. Not with a lot, but we're still fighting. Oh God. Fuck! That sucks. Damn, I was so hyped. Damn, that really sucks. Okay. So we're going to lose quite a bit. But it's part of it. Nothing we can do about it now. That's the farthest I've gotten. So we're back to the camp. We're now in the build phase of all this. What's going on, Glass? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Or good to see you in chat, I should say. Alright, so we got some shit that we can build, maybe? No, of course not, because we lost everything. Fuck. Damn. Alright. God, I'm so sour on that. That one hurt. Fuck, that hurt bad. Oh, man. Alright, back to it. Nothing we can do. We gotta get back out and head our expedition. Chase, I default to you here if you're still with us. Glass, we're playing a game called Loop Hero, published by Devolver Digital, out on PC. It's on sale right now. I think it's normally $15. It is an idle RPG loot game. Some tower defense mechanisms where you're basically creating the defense against you. But you're also building up a chance to get loot, playing onto some of that. Chase, any of these cards you think need to go? Or chat, anybody looking at it, if you want to see a card, I can hover over it, let you know what's going on. I don't think the swamp in particular did us any favors. Yeah, definitely rogue elements. So you get some stuff that carries over. This area that we were just at, Glass, is your camp. So the resources you get, you can bail on a run prematurely and keep everything. If you die, you lose 30% of it. If I leave at the camp, when I get to the camp, so that's like the first starting point on each loop, I can keep 100% of what I got. And as I do things here, as I build these parts of my camp, I have other things I can unlock further classes. So we're currently playing as a warrior. Okay, appreciate it, Chase. So with this particular one, I'm trying to get enough resources to build out some more shit. So far, we've got these two that we've added. The campfires where we start. Smithy is really what I'm looking at now. That gives me tools for the camp. I can't remember which one. Oh yeah, this gets me a better start with the warrior's gear. So I'll get one of those bonus slots with the warrior, which we're currently playing as. Refuge gives us the rogue class. The rogue sounds really fucking cool. Basically, you're bringing loot back to camp to sell for gear, which is awesome from that. So like, I think there's some really cool stuff here with that particular one that I'm going to be trying to check out. These are the cards, yeah, these are the stat cards that you're basically going to get that will be either passive or ongoing stuff with it. And then when we come back to the expedition window, yes, that they will be definitely modifying play for sure. This here is going to be our deck, and then you can sort this out. It's a 12-card deck. So as you unlock new things back at your camp, you're going to get more cards here as well. I had subbed out and added the swamp in, and I think the swamp really fucked me on that, if I'm being honest. I think that trying to like offset the vampires, really just by the end there's too much swamp, and those mosquitoes were doing some damage. So I'm going to turn that one off. I think that this one's pretty cool, these crystals. So this one's interesting because it doubles the effect of a day's passing on an adjacent tile. So some of those that we saw that were going to give me more health, like I had already been building those up, especially that mountainous region that gave us all that health back. I could play one of these crystal cards on that and double that, which would have saved my ass on the back half of that loop that we had. So I'm probably going to bring this one into it and get us this deck that we need. So again, here's the, we're still in chapter 1, which I'm just not great at this shit. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I'm getting good, as Johnny and Chase would tell me to do. And we're still playing as a warrior, which is that starting class. I said I wasn't going to spoil it, but you already know 2 of the 3. So because I like you all, it's warrior, rogue, and necromancer. And the necromancer is really fucking cool. So that's what we're working towards. So let's see what our loop is this time. Glass, if you're watching, I have this set up to where after each battle it will pause. I'm going to turn that off really quick. And I will have it pause at the loop in case we need to get out of there, but after each battle it'll just keep running now. I'm not controlling any of the battle, but I am adding the elements onto this deck, and that will go there. So these are just kind of going on their own. We just got some of these resource cards, and I can drop them off the next time we're going through it. And I can pause this really quick. So we just got 2 mountains, road lantern, and some spider cocoons, and I got one of my crystals, so I'll hang on to that. Again, it gives me all the tips over there on the bottom right. I'm going to try and build a nice 3x3 section here for our mountains. And I will add these spiders here to this segment. I think that'll be a good spot for them. We'll get some nice gear drops from them. And I'll put the cemetery right over here. Alright, so we're building that map out. In the upper left corner, that is the day progression at the start of each day. I can have things that would heal me if I unlock that, but that's also going to put more mobs on the map. That bottom of the skull is the map completion. Once that fills up, it spawns the boss. So if I stack 9 rows of rock or mountains, it gets us a pretty sweet buff, and it spawns that harpy, which is a nice encounter for drops. We're just going to keep feeding it, see what we get. That's also getting us more resources when we get through it. So we just completed our first loop. That's getting us our health full back up. We're now going on loop 2. The enemies increase in level, as does the loot drop when we're doing it. So that's what we got going on right now. I don't know if that's a better sword or not. That's the same one. We'll keep going. So the battlefield, that's what gives us a chest after each passing through. So right when we come out, we'll get that, and that'll give us a chest going into that fight. This road lantern decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. The effect of lanterns can stack. I want to have a lot of spiders for the time being. I might drop a lantern later on to slow that down. So far, I think spiders gives us the best net reward for the amount of shit that we want for those tiles. Got a shield now. That should get us the harpy spawn, I believe, after this encounter. We got a grove, so we'll drop that off. Color does indicate multiple items, so blue is going to get you 2. I mentioned that earlier. Dropping these rocks and mountains down. And we'll put a grove just past that spawn point. Maybe I fucked that up. Maybe it is going to have to be all mountains that make the big peak and not just the rocks with the mountains. I might have fucked that up. Hang on to my meadows for now in case we get a treasury, which we didn't get. We did get rock and a cemetery. Damage is the same. That stays there. We'll hang on to that. And we'll bring that dude there. There we go. Now we got that mountain peak, and that's going to give us 120 HP. 5 additional HP for every adjacent mountain rock tile. So I'll keep building around that and just stacking that. Now I could bring this over, and that will play off of that particular corner. So I'll put that crystal next to my mountain range and try and double the effect there. So that should at least get me 10 on certain elements. I'll go ahead and round off that cemetery as well. We got a nice little patch of cemetery right before we get to our base here. More groves. Definitely a little bit more squishy for the time being. Use that ring for sure. Hop over the planning phase. I think I will add the rest of that grove segment here. So that's going to get us some of those rat wolves, which is pretty awesome. Coming into it, and we'll get some gear right before it. We do have a goblin camp now based off of the mountains and the rocks that we have on the map. I think what I will do is place that road lantern right there. And we'll start putting these meadows out. That way I can get them. This is a really cool game, Glass. I know that, you know, you being the loot grabber that you are, I could see you having some fun. It's just a real laid-back, idle game. It is going to be coming to consoles, they said, eventually. It's currently on PC only. They said that they even plan on bringing it to mobile, which I think it makes a lot of sense on mobile based off of the nature of how this game currently runs. You can swap out, as I'm doing right now, mid-battle, your gear. So we've got, right now, we're going to be able to get defense, and we can regen per second now. So some really cool shit happening there as it goes. So I can stack this road lantern. That's the beacon I grabbed, didn't I? Yeah, I think the beacon would probably be best here. So put that beacon there, and I got another one. We'll wait on that. Got harpies spawning now. That'll be a fun little run the next time. Yeah, it's almost like one of those. I don't want to say it's like a clicker or an idle game, but again, like on mobile, the input would be a big deal for me. I think that having touch would be just as easy as using a mouse right now for some things here. A New Year resolution breaking game for you, huh? What's that? What's that about? Counter. I think I'll leave that. This better armor. Evasion would go up there. Okay. Oh, that's right. You were... How's that going, by the way? You said you got a new book last time I talked to you, I think. Got some more crystals. See if we can put those on that mountain range there. God, that fucking spider is hitting hard. Alright, let's build out those rocks there. Put that meadow down. I'm gonna put this crystal shard. Well, I guess I can't. Alright, I'll hang on to that for now. Put that beacon there. Last section of Art and War, then onto the 48 Laws of Power. Cool, man. Glad you're sticking to it. That's an awesome resolution. I should be better about that. Johnny has always tried to give me some books, and it just never works out. God, I'm getting fucking rocked right now. I'll take that one, though. Yeah, I used to read a lot. I haven't really sat down with a book in a long time. The last book I read was Annihilation. Really loved that movie and I kind of obsessed about that movie for a very long time and wanted to read a lot more about it. I think we're still alright, man. I just don't know. Like, we were definitely boosted up a lot more on that last run. My Archie comics, you haven't given them back to me yet, Johnny. I've been asking you for those for a while. What's the deal? Why are you doing this to me? I want my $2 and I want my goddamn Archie comics back. You monster. Let's make some sense of this here. We'll put some more mountains up there. That's going to play off of this big range. I can add this to my meadow. Oh, wait. Got the beacon. That feels like a good spot for it. We'll keep those mountains going through. Swap that ring out. Keeping it going. Got our chest here. What's the chest going to give us? Hell yeah, look at that. 342 up, 2 magic damage, attack speed up, and evasion by 11%. I am all in it. I can't say words well, and I can't read. Holy shit, look at all those rat wolves waiting on us. That was, yeah, Johnny sent me, that was you, Johnny, that sent that class video, I think, that dropped today for that game. That definitely seems like a really good time. Does anybody know, is that gonna have crossplay in it? Oh shit, we got a ghost? What? The hell just happened there? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use one of these road lights if I can. Let me pause this after this one. Oh, shit. I definitely want to use a road lantern on this area that we're in right now. Alright, so I've got one here, and I've got one up here. They do stack together. Again, these are going to keep the amount of maximum number of monsters coming through here. This could get a little dicey as we increase. I'm going to drop another one there and stack that up. And I do think I'm going to add another spider down here. We're going to round off this section up here with that. I don't know if I can add that there. We'll add those crystals. That maybe will impact the chest spawn that we have. I think I can do some spiders up there. And another beacon. That'd be a good spot for it. Or maybe down here. Yeah, there we go. That's a good spot. Cool. Back to it. So this is the harpy that spawns from that mountain peak. I'll take your ring that you dropped me. We'll keep the party going. Man, if I can get a treasury to drop, I would get 4 spots on that right away. And that would be a really nice grab of loot. We had so much loot the last time. There we go. Fuck yeah. And we got vampires. Awesome. Alright, let's pause for a second and play in. So this treasury, I'm going to put that up here. We're going to turn in some meadows to blooming meadows and use them to get even more loot out of that treasury. And then I can almost round this one off. 2 done from that. This might be an alright spot for... Where do I want to have the least impact from that? I'll put the vampires down there in the corner. And... I think that would be an alright spot for those there. Okay. Hell yeah. More of a cemetery. We still got 3 of our potions, that's great. I did talk to my cousin more about that, and I'll message you outside of the stream on that, Glass, but things are looking pretty positive for that to work out in your favor. What I messaged you about earlier today. Alright, we're going to finish off this treasury, get all that. Spawned out another vampire mansion. I can put that one there. And a spider cocoon. We'll add to that cemetery. Yeah, I'll let you know for sure, man. I don't know why I just put all those vampire mansions down there. That's going to get real dicey. Oh well. We'll take that ring. We're good on everything else. Cool. Damn, those things hit hard. Yeah, man, you've gotten pretty far on that demo. I mean, you've got every character maxed out now, right? Another harpy. Alright, I want to put a road lantern down here. Maybe that's a better spot for it. That'll slow those vampires down a bit. And if I could... Shit. It's not really a spot for it. Damn it. That's good. That'll help out with spawning them down a little bit. Techno and trick. Okay. What's your favorite class still? Are you still pretty good on the trickster? We did just spawn another goblin camp. Not too concerned about that. Trickster. Yeah. That's a pretty OP class, it seems. We're talking about Outriders, for anybody in chat curious. Do you think you're going to start new characters or import your ones from the demo when you play through it? Because I've only done 2 classes myself on that. I was hoping to spend a little bit more time with it. We got another treasure. I'm going to drop that down here in the corner. Start getting some of that. Yeah, I think I'm going to as well. I've got a few slots open. Alright, chat. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, this was a little dicey at the beginning, but our health is getting damn near close to what it was the last run. We were feeling pretty good about things. Oh, we got a ghost. I want to see what they do. Attack speed goes up, and shield goes up. That's down. That is a better weapon. Just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Alright, so Ghost is undead. It does have a soul, and it is a soul. Damage is pretty minimal on it. Pretty easy. That's still cool, though. A little bonus there that happens with it. Yeah, I need to... Are you going to stream it this week? Maybe I can hop on and play through it with you. I need to spend some more time with it for sure. Alright, we'll take that weapon. Cool. I hope you got some rest last week. I know you took a few nights off. That's super important. Hope you're doing good down there. Let's see. Grove. Do I want to add more to it? We're going to have to. We're going to have to. Oh, damn. I didn't realize you were sick. Hope you're feeling better. Alright, we got Goblin Leader and a Vampire. I hope I take this one out first. Yeah, it looks like we're going to. That way I don't get that rage mechanic on us. Alright, take that. Oh, damn. My little brother has the same thing right now. His son got sick at school as well. And that was not fun for all them. Finish off that meadow, add more rock. Get that cemetery going. We're going to double that effect. We'll keep moving there. We're hitting pretty hard. If we get a decent refill on our health this next run through, I'll be feeling really good about that. We get that's down. I think I am going to put this one by that effect. So this is going to increase quite a bit there, stacking those crystals up that way. Much better than the swamp. Much, much better than the swamp. Anybody who's keeping tabs, that's a better solution for us. What's this one going to get me? That's up defense 22. We'll hang on to that for now. We only got one Oblivion card. I'm hoping that in some of this later game, we catch some more of those. Got 2 more vampire houses. Yuck. Don't know if I need them yet. That's down. There we go. Battlefield will be super helpful. I just got to find a spot for it. That's not bad there. Alright, so we got 2 battlefields, so I'll get 2 chests now after each run. Can round out some of this meadow. So we need 1 more to get full resources and gargoyle spawns, which will be good. Hitting hard. There we go. Got a boss spawn. Oh, shit. So I want to take out... Does it only have 2? How many palaces does it have? 1, 2? We'll get rid of one of them at least. Got a lot of goblins in this next section to get through. That might not be awful. God, this music. Another Oblivion. Fuck yeah, that's great. Come on. Not good. They're just feeling it. Grove. Mountain and... Alright. Put that there. I'm going to put this one Where can I put this one? It's not really a good spot for it. Oh well. Man, I don't know. The counter noise, Johnny, is that what you're talking about? Down, down, down. Vampire losing damage. Evasion defense +2. Counter. We're gonna add that in. Man, I hope we get a little bit of... There's a chicken sound you keep hearing? Pay attention, let me know when it's coming in. I don't know when that would be. God damn it, these things hit hard. One more. Sweet. Alright, planning. That looks alright. Chop that off. I don't know. Well, we're on the same time here. They're delayed, so that's not helping me out at all. Chicken sound, huh? Chicken chaser, maybe? Is that what you're hearing? Oh, that might be it, for sure. We'll know in a little bit, maybe. Is it going to give me my health back before the fight? I doubt it. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. Okay. This is... Oh, man, what do we do? So, I've not fought the boss. There's a good chance we're going to die. I've got a decent amount of stuff here. Plus, I'm going to get all the shit that's currently in our inventory. If I leave right now, I get everything. I don't lose a single thing. I feel like that's a smarter move than going on to the boss battle, especially after that big W we took the last run. Chat, what do you think? I'm feeling like heading back to the camp and trying to build up some more of those things. Any thoughts? Do we take the greedy coward's way? Or do we fight it out and potentially lose it all? Be a man? Oh. Head back to camp. Okay. Thanks, Chase. All right. Unlocks the ability to craft food in the supply depot. Unlocks the wheat field card. Or gives us the smithy. I think the smithy is the way to go here. Wow, no faith. No, I know me. Where are we going to place this one at? I think this is an alright spot for the smithy. Look at this. I like the smithy. This is good. Buy the anvil of the 7 seas. It's a small forge. Yo ho ho. You have no idea how I've missed the heat of a furnace and the smell of metal. Same. We'll have some good tools now. You can be sure of it. You'll even be able to use something during those trips of yours. You're quite enthusiastic. Something tells me you're not a stranger to seamanship. Shiver me hammers. How did you know? It doesn't matter though. You're right. Don't carry. I'll prove to you that these hands can hold a hammer as good as they can hold a helm in a storm, and for a dozen days in a row if needed. All right. You know, Chase, you could just buy a PC and see for yourself. I will wear you down. Will wear you down. Okay. I'm feeling like another run. Let's see what we can do here. No new cards. I like what we had last time. Let's see if we can get that boss fight for Chase. Oh, that's cool. So we immediately start with armor a shield, and a weapon. That's great. Chase, it's certainly maybe not the answer to everything in life, but it's definitely not something you shouldn't consider. It can solve a lot of problems. It's equal there. Is that the noise you're talking about, Johnny? Is that the rooster for sure from Zelda? I think we'll put the cemetery down there. Nice little bookend deal. Alright, it is the one from Zelda. Don't hit it. Can cause problems for you. Man. I mean, we got some decent stuff at the beginning, it looks like, but nothing crazy yet in this first run through. Yeah, it is, for sure. How fucking wild would it be if they just all swarmed in and I had to fight so many of them? I don't know how well I would hold off there. Alright, we got some mountains. Ooh, and a battlefield too? Hell yeah. We'll put that one right there. So we got that chest spawning now. That'll be helpful. What's up, Smurf? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. We're doing all right. We had a pretty successful run the last time we got to the boss fight, but we did retreat like cowards to get more loot, and that got us the smithy back at camp, and that's pretty helpful. But this is it's been a really fun stream. We've got a lot of good folks hanging out with us tonight, cheering us on. Happy you could swing by and hang out. All right, I'm gonna have to put some of these meadows out. All right, let's get into some planning here. Oh, you're good, man. Hope you're having a good night. Things going good for you? How's the fam? How's everybody doing? Happy, healthy, safe? All those things we're hoping for? No. Yes. And my failure. Please do not forget my failure where I got my ass handed to me on that hubris run of mine there. Yeah, man, we're doing good. I'm really excited. I get vaccinated tomorrow, and I will hopefully put some of this quarantine business behind me. My wife got vaccinated over the weekend, so I'm thrilled to be having that happen. Just ecstatic. Ooh, what did we get there? Got some nice drops. New shield and some new gear. Awesome. Put that weapon out there. All right. Another meadow. We'll try and sit on that one. I really want to get a treasury to drop. I hate using the meadows without it. Just wasting away. Yeah, I'm so pumped. There we go. That's that treasure we need. Oh, add some more to the cemetery, and let's find a good spot for the treasury. We'll do that down there and get some of those bloomin' meadows. Smurf, have you seen this game before? Have you heard about this game? Loop Hero is what we're playing tonight. This was announced a couple years ago, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's a gnarly looking sword. Look at that thing. The ritual sword. I like that a whole lot. There we go. Alright, health back up. We're going to get another chest. Feeling good. Feeling real good. And that's what got us in trouble the last time. Was me feeling good. So we're going to try and not revel in that too much here. That should get us our mountain peak. I think. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Add to the meadow. And I think we could benefit from adding a lantern over here. I don't want to block that area yet. No, let's do it over here. Seems like an alright spot to put it. Got a grove. We'll add to our grove region, expand our mountains down a bit, keep stacking on that. Smurf, I know that you're coming in here a little bit late. We've had a few people hanging out for most of the stream. If you have any questions about what some of the tiles do or the cards, let me know and we can pause and go over that if you have any questions. I think I'll hang on to the shield that I got right now. Where's an okay spot for these spiders? We're going to be coming through here. Let's do them right here. We'll get a nice little pickup from them. We're hitting pretty hard already for being level 4. We're hitting mighty fine. I think I'll take that. That's a alright trade-off. It's a pretty substantial health bump. Those damn rat wolves hit hard. If anybody's hanging out new to the stream, my name is Bobby. I host the Casual Hour. In the chat with us tonight is my co-host Johnny and Chase. We're a weekly podcast. We got a new episode going up tomorrow night. We'll be recording live at 7:30 here on this channel. Should be a really good time. All right, we got vampires. Let's put them out there really quick. We have a good thing going. Got a fun little community we got going here on the stream. Enjoying everybody quite a bit. Alright. So we got those bloomin' meadows all set up around our treasury there. Continue adding into that. God, they hit hard. I think we'll use that. If our attack speed was up just a little bit more, I feel much better about that. Okay, let's do a quick pause and kind of get an idea of what we got working for us here. I don't think there's anything in here that I particularly need. Just mousing through that. About right around 50% on completion here to get the boss to spawn. Don't have any Oblivion cards right now. Hope to get a few more of those. Could use another beacon out here on the map. So we'll keep pressing on. Oh, damn, that chest went the other way. That sucks. Haven't had that happen yet. That shitty little chest. There we go. That's a great spot for a beacon. I'll add some more spiders out here. Damn, more spiders too. All right. It's looking pretty good over there. Stack that up. Keep it moving. Level 5. I mean, I thought for sure we'd have more completion of the map by level 5. Yeah. So I'm building the map out. Let me pause for a second. There's a train going. Hopefully it's not too loud. And all these cards that I'm getting are doing things out here. So like road lanterns, for example, that's something that's going to help me out quite a bit. But I've been adding in the grove. I've added in these spiders. They're spawning enemies that in turn help complete our map. When that's full, that's going to get us the boss battle that we're looking for. It also is giving me a higher level of loot drop. The loop level increases the items that we get, but also the enemies that we're fighting. So, but we're building out around it. So I've got some meadows over here I've been using. I got a treasury and some more meadows and some mountain ranges. And there's certain bonuses that happen when you combine items together. Oh boy, that's a lot of shit. Should help out. Oh, they're draining me down. Those vampires definitely heal up, which is not great. Let's take a quick evaluation. We'll use that. Oh, damn. That's a nice one. Defense up, attack speed up, regen, plus our overall. Level 6. That's a nice drop. More vampires? Shit. There's some fun things happening in chat tonight, Smurf. We had some Saturn talk earlier. Gigi had a stream going prior to coming in here. Sounded like it was a pretty successful outing there. Johnny and Chase have been cruel but fair. It's been a lot of fun in chat tonight. All right, another treasury. I'm not going to get the full depletion of it, but we'll get a decent amount going. We can definitely increase our stats there. Let's do that. Add more into our mountains. Gonna need a big health boom on the next run through this. Anything good there? I think I'll hold off on swapping my weapon out. Damn. Not a bad ring to pick up there. Alright, we're getting some stuff. We get this chest here. Hopefully we get something pretty good here. No. It's a negative. Alright. Health is back up in a pretty good spot. We'll be able to get some good resource cards here, hopefully. Get around to this goblin camp. We should fill out a good portion of the map in this next pass through here. Counter region. Don't think we're there yet. Let's see what this chest gets though. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. 20 to 30 damage, 7 magic damage, 2 defense, 8 attack speed. I'm all in. Okay. I don't really want to put that vampire out there for the time being, but might have to. Another cemetery. All right. Finish off this meadow really quick. Oh shit, let me get these slimes out of the way. Alright, that takes care of that. Get another beacon. That should help slow down some of this there. We can add to our cemetery. Could use another road lantern. We'll put that there. We'll add to that treasury with our meadow. Could add another spider that way. I really don't want to do this with the vampires. I think that's going to get me in trouble. That would be an alright spot there to take care of that. And then, fuck it. We'll do it. We're trying to get that map filled out. God, that's going to be nasty. Oh, I don't think we're going to get very far. We'll see, though. We're getting some decent rolls on shit. I feel like we're doing alright with that. Put these meadows around, get a little bit more HP going. Get that effect of the crystals. Man, this run here. Ooh, that grove is not going to be fun. Let's see how we do with it, though. We got to get rid of this one first, so we get that rage out of the way. Perfect. Maintaining our health pretty alright. We got decent stats there. Let's see what we do with these rat wolves. That's a nice increase. Lose a few of the other perks there with it, but I think the overall damage output's a fair trade-off for it. Damn, we are doing alright getting through that grove. I thought that would be a little bit more of a challenge for us. Alright, need to plan for a second. Just got some good shit there. Oh wow, even more so. Perfect. That's a nice jump up. Attack speed. We'll keep that one going. Alright, I feel like we're good on gear. Let me start rounding out some of this here. I feel good enough about adding another grove to that section there. From a battlefield perspective, I know that this is going to spawn another chest for us there, but it's created a blood path, so that's going to give us those blood clots. I've had decent, I think the blood clots are sometimes easy to get through with some decent drops. Other times that's been kind of a pain in the ass. I really don't want to add in another vampire right now, but we'll add those. We're close. We should spawn. We should spawn on this run, I'm hoping. The king. And then I haven't gotten any Oblivion, so if we get more cards from this, we should start to see some of those fill into it, which will be nice. Another vampire. Road lantern. I've got two of those over here. They do stack. I think putting one over here by these vampires will help us out. We'll have two on each side. Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, no blade. What we got here? 13 down, down. Alright, good on passing over on that stuff. We'll add the meadow in. You can put that cemetery there. And... well, we're so close. We're going to get a spawn. Might get it here. Decent shield. 20. I want that regen. Put that out there. We'll put that beacon. That'll be good. Yeah, we'll get the old spawn after this fight. All right, attack speed going up with that for sure. Don't need to worry about that one right now. We got. Do I got a spot for a beacon out here that would help us out? Don't have a really good one. I know we're gonna get that boss down here. We'll do that. There's the boss. All right. So, got a little bit of ways to go before. No, we're gonna go right into the fight. Fuck, I didn't get any Oblivion cards. Hopefully I get one here. Damn, that sucks. Decent health. We're staying. Here we go. Fuck you, buddy. How is this even possible? That's right, you don't devour me like the rest of the world. How fucking cool is this? This looks so cool. I love that. I love it. It's fucking awesome. Haven't I? Do you really don't think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rest in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So what do we have here? I see you found a way to interact with other pieces of reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. If I've had a nickel for every time. You hardly even understand what is happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors, a problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Oh boy. Oh my god. 165 on that. Oh, this is gross. Not good at all. Ugh. Well, as we expected, we will lose 30% here. So we lost stable metal, scrap metal, preserved rock, preserved pebbles, stable wood, stable branches, a ration, food supply, noticeable change, and metamorphosis. All right, let's retreat. I don't know if we have enough to do anything. Maybe we will. So we're going to go back to that build phase now. Yeah, that was fucking brutal, wasn't it? 3 hits, I think is all that got on me. Look at this shit. Nothing. Not a fucking thing to show for what happened there. I mean, I got a little bit more in the pile. Storm Temple. So that one's pretty cool. I've seen that in action. Unlocks the Arsenal Golden card if the Intel Center is built. And then we get a buff of 30%. So if I went with that smelter route. This is really where I'd like to go. I mean, there's a pretty significant increase of a material needed here, which is that stable metal. I only need 3 more pieces of that. And then, what's this one? I don't know what that one is for this refuge. I really want to get this one going. I want to get that rogue class quite a bit. Damn, that... I don't even know what would have happened if we would have had those Oblivion cards. I just don't even know if that would have made a big difference on any of that. 3 hits. And I think we barely did any damage on it. Shit. That was rough. That was rough. Alright. I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can pull this up over here. Let's see what this looks like. So, let me see if I can get my camera to pull this up. I tried changing the camera around tonight, as you all saw. Normally, it would just be a little snapshot here of my room. Bring this in here. Alright. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Let me get this set here for us and turn that down a bit. I had a pretty successful run. Loop Hero is awesome. I think it's worth every penny. I got further than I have tonight. We unlocked one part of the base there back at the campfire, so I can't be too down on myself. We got to the boss. Chase got to see me eat shit. That was pretty brutal. Let me see if I can change this camera setting really quick. Oh, we're hanging out. There we go. All right. So we got some of those. Share my setup in the game. What setup? I can pull it back up really quick. What do you want to know? I think the camera froze up on me. Let's see if I can just remove that really quick. Turn that off. Oops. There we go. What are we looking for the setup? And what we have going on? Are you talking about like my actual setup for my computer? Oh, my streaming setup. Yeah, so I can break that down really quick. So I've got I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast software to do the green screen. I don't have an actual green an actual like green screen for it. So I'm just using that for it. And then for the loop, I decided, based off of having like this big ass box that I normally have when I'm playing, it was a little bit easier to see all the intricacies of what was going on with it. So I decided to try and use their background removal, which, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't watching myself that much, but I think it worked out pretty all right for what it does. It's doing a little bit of a blur on my background right now. And that's running it all off of the GPU here in the PC. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. Like, I had a lot of fun playing that tonight. I pushed the stream off last night. Work's just been kicking my ass lately, and I was pretty exhausted, so I wanted to rest up last night and hop over here tonight and do a Tuesday night stream, which we'll get back to our normal rotation there. Chase and Johnny have been hanging out in the stream most of the night. Their information's right there on the screen. I pull this up. You can get a little bit more information about where to find us and what we do. If you haven't followed yet, please give us a follow here on Twitch. Also over on YouTube, where we export some video on demand stuff, some segments from our podcast, and some quick look videos. This week is a What You've Been Playing episode. We'll be getting together tomorrow night, covering the news and covering the games that we've been playing. I'll talk a bit more at length about Loop Hero tomorrow night, so I'll be covering that and updating on some of the shenanigans that I've been getting into with other games. Still playing a lot of Valheim. Probably going to be playing that Friday night, but we got some other fun stuff coming out near the end of the month as well. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're streaming here on Twitch. Been doing it for some time now, having a great time with it. If you have any insight, any games that you want to see us check out, I can answer more questions about my stream setup there if you want to over at the Casual Hour on Twitter. I go by my first and last name there on Twitter. You might find me as Lumberjack Smack. This has been a lot of fun. I like Loop Hero quite a bit because of the pacing. It allows me to talk through things a bit more with you. And I think as we all understand the mechanics more, maybe some of you get to check it out, we can start to do some strategizing together on stream on like deck building. It's a genre that I've recently gotten into a little bit. I've covered a few other games on it. I know that Chase and Johnny have had, especially Chase, has had a lot more success with that genre than I have in the past. But it's something that I really dig on this one and just what they're doing here with that game. So again, Loop Hero, currently on sale. It's available on Epic and on Steam. Published by Devolver Digital. I can't remember who the actual developer of the game of that is, but I'll figure that out and cover that tomorrow on the show. So yeah, for those of you who have been hanging out tonight for some Loop Hero action, that was a really great time. Please give us a follow. Following the links you see there. Also, we host quite a few talented people on our channel, and please show them some love as well. But be safe, take care, play something new. Tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 for when the Casual Hour goes live with our podcast recording. If you want to check out what some of our show looks like, you can go to any major podcasting platform. We publish the podcast every Friday at 9 a.m., but we've got a lot out there that you can check out. Episode 210 was last week, and we had some really good discussion there. So thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate you all.